down. Fucking hell.
Oh my god. Gone it again.
I did it again, yeah. Okay, okay. I understand. Listen, everybody on Lost Frontiers, I understand, man. The music
The
is too
funny
high.
thing is that you were just about to criticize new admins or what for
Yes.
dishing out the objects instead of doing other things, but you can't make radio work in 2 weeks in a row now, so.
Listen, back when we started this show back in May of 2017, back when these cocksuckers were memeing about having an anniversary which didn't exist, I actually gave 100% of a shit about this show. But at this point, I'm like a 15-year veteran mashed into 1.5 years of being host on this show. So as time goes on, you give less of the snits. In fact, 5 minutes ago, I was just about to straight up ban this guy for, spamming chat, which, none of the rookies should do because they're rookies. But
So you wanna say this show means nothing to you? Might as well just quit.
It's been that way for about 9 months. But like I was saying, again, welcome to the Punkery show from the worst city in the world, Las Venturas. Of course, everybody knows that new admins were made 9 months ago, and then when we talked about this 2 weeks ago, GG Lucas, your pet died. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. I thought the number one concern for obviously getting new admins was to get people in this lag comp era that know a lot about chits and cheats to clean and cleanse the server of punks that fly around with flying cars and air brake and kill people with bugs and cheats and all this snit. So again, if you listened or watched the CNR news from a few days ago, that was more of a hype video for all these 9 admins so far, at least we think, that have been made admin. But I'm gonna be honest here, and if any of the rookies saw the process, if you will, of determining these admins, there is no reason for me to sugarcoat anything. You know what I mean? Because first of all, I'm gonna say right off the bat, when I see this roster of 9 admins, okay, I'm very I've got high expectations for Snorkel and Chuppy. Those are the two that I'm very good with. And Messed Up Smiley, at first I thought it was kind of a meme, but I think he's impressed me the most, and that's not just because he's in this channel. But yes, Messed Up Smiley has been awesome this week, so he's number one on the power rankings here.
He dived in straight away. I mean, he's doing complaints. He's done more complaints in this past week than Tablespoon has done in his apparently. So
I feel the old game days used to let people get banned. Everyone spam the GG. Welcome to the old days, boy.
Everyone spammed the GG, yeah.
That's the feeling from the old days.
Whoever was doubting Messed Up, man, you really messed up. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Now, listen, the barometer on to figuring out if these admins are any good is obviously reading the International Autism HQ Discord. Yeah, I mean, because that's the normal congregation of CNR, because they're all, as Backfire and I made the word autismic. But there was some chatter there that they're very impressed with Messed Up Smiley, so GG to that guy. Drop one of Clue's bombs for Messed Up Smiley, damn it. There you go. There's the thing, though. The other side, I'm not so sure about the rest of the 6, and I'll preface this by saying that I remember when BMUK was about to get admin, I mean, I didn't think he was a good idea. He was an IRC dude. BMUK's a nice guy, yes, but he's an IRC dude and all this, and I really didn't think, besides that he was gonna be any good of an admin or any useful of an admin, but I was wrong about it. Obviously, BMUK is a pretty good admin, a fine admin, GG. drop one of clues bombs for BMUK. Yes, for him for sure. So, when I talk about Jance, Marcus, Weed, Music Box, Trop, I know what Christy Edge can do. And Stella Clark. No, I complimented you, Christy Edge. I complimented you. But
okay, good. I kill you last.
But with those 5, excuse me, I'm not quite sure how good they're going to be yet, and with Music Box, obviously, as I've heard, he's already become a party admin, which, okay, that's good. That's just not in alignment with what I am with, you know what I mean? Because if you know me, then, of course, independent of the facts, that still PM me for objects, which I don't know how you could, do that. What was that? But, what?
Majority of the new admins learned objects in one day, like legit one day. Apart from, I don't know who messed up, like attached armor to someone that was floating like 3 meters away.
Oh, that was Kirsty. He was testing on me. He fucked it up so badly.
Like they all pretty much got hang of it very quickly. So I'm not Rashawn. I just think you're useless. Like there's no other words to say them.
Okay, so let me just retell what Kes just tried to say here. Kes just tried to say I am useless because I will not put objects on people. What kind of use is that? What is it? Like,
make people happy.
Well, listen, that's the definition of a fun admin, and I'm not a fun admin, so I'm sorry. Like, Tablespoon was going on about, show appreciation for players by giving them objects and snit. I love, that's great. That's great, but I just, am not that type of person.
Okay, so how do you show appreciation to a player? Your way.
By doing the complaints?
I don't really do complaints anyway.
No, so...
yeah, that's that.
Well, I listen, I guess I can't think of anything off the top of my head, so I guess I don't. But, I'm a behind-the-scenes type guy, alright? I do stuff and people don't see it. So, I don't take any of the glory in anything, okay? So you can fuck
BMUK
off.
is that sort of an admin too that does things behind scenes that people don't see. Comes to girls in games and whispers rape. That's one way to do it.
I guess so. But, people still like me even though I'm not a fun admin. I don't give them objects.
Actually,
don't give them cars or anything, but, it's still fun.
I do know. Yeah, I know how you actually treat players nicely, whatever. You give them their time on the rate my chase.
Yes, exactly.
They get there.
Yeah, I give them time on videos. Yes, and they ask me, "Rashawn, you recording today?" Yeah, that's pretty much. Here's the thing, like I know players. All right, I may not talk to many players, but I'm very observant. So the normal admin will be like, who's so and so, or you may be talking about so and so. And the typical admin may be like, who's that? I play the server. I have no idea who these players are. Like an asshole like that. But I know players.
Pretty much, you're saying you have pretty good mental image of all the players and how they behave, what they do, who they are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now,
That almost sounds creepy.
well, maybe, but at least I'm not like Belarus, so you're not gonna put me at that. See, what I should have done for this show is have a rookie admin guide, which I didn't, because I didn't think of it until now. But I'm just gonna say for those 5 people I said, Weed, Jans, Music Box, Stella Clark, well, let's just say, let's hope that they're, as good as, the rest of the admins, thought, let's just hope they're not guys, because I thought they were all guys, kind of, but I'm sure they'll be pretty good. Now, what do you say? What?
I wanted to ask you why you don't have trust in Marcus Weed, because he always said that if he's gonna be an admin, he actually said this to me: I am not going to be fun admin because fun is used. I will do complaints, I will solve the complaints in game, I will do the complaints on forums. So why didn't, and he's kind of like military guy, so he's super serious, he's dedicated. Why don't you have trust in him?
Well, all of those qualities you said actually are very good qualities, and they're kind of in line with what I think. Well, when you say it like that, then yeah, I'm sure Marcus will do well. But it's the thing about the advantage, the IRC advantage. And listen, I know James, Marcus Lee, they play the game too. Okay, but with the IRC advantage thing, now let's be real here. Now, James and Marcus Weed have known for a long time, I'm quite sure, that they would have been the next people to get admin. Okay, they knew for a long time, but the IRC thing, and I know some people in the past have called me an IRC admin, which that you can take it here and over there, but I just thought that shouldn't have been a factor, like an indirect factor. But listen, I'm sure these guys will do well. I don't see any bust potential with any of these guys. I'm sure none of them are gonna get demoted. They're not gonna destroy the server. They're not gonna do anything negative like that. Once they get over the rookie hump after a few weeks, they'll be fine. But I just want to know if some of the others, are you gonna be party guys, or are you gonna destroy people? I mean, that's what I want to know. That's the thing.
I want them to assume identity as soon as possible.
Yes, and after looking at this admin roster, I thought that if there's a next time, I really do think we have to add people who are have an aggressive play style. Quite honestly.
Oh my god.
We need an aggressive we need aggressive playstyle admins. Sephi just gave me a PM. I know Lucas is like, oh yeah, you're trying, you talk, please. I don't know what to answer that, but Sephi just asked what I think about Stella Clark. Well, Sephi, first of all, okay, you play Sanfear, never mind. What do I think about Stella Clark? So, there's the thing, and this is the thing that I'm talking about with the aggressive playstyle thing. Stella Clark does not have an aggressive playstyle as far as I know. Then again, neither did I. With Stella Clark, I do not know Stella Clark that well. I just know that she is a nice player in Snits, and I know there has been this stigma of female admins being bad. But
oh my god.
But with Stella Clark, the concern with her is more of, like I said before, can she nab those cheaters? You feel me? Know who those cheaters are, how to spot them cheats. Otherwise, she has no problem whatsoever. Okay, she's not gonna, she's not gonna turn into an asshole, because that's not who she is. Okay, because I've heard other admins or female admins turning into assholes after becoming. She's not gonna turn into an asshole. All right, she's not gonna abuse you. So Stella Clark's gonna be fine. It's just how useful will she be is the thing.
I think in CNR sooner or later you discover that pretty much every girl has an asshole side.
Nah, not Stella Clark. No, she's not.
Yeah, but probably not Stella. I would agree. She probably doesn't.
But
yeah. Wait. I wanted to say something. I forgot. Oh, okay. Okay. My mind is.
okay.
Yes, I don't know if it's right for me to ask this or not, but I will because I just can't go past it. A lot of people were disappointed to not see some names, namely
Yes,
Disco and Evangelist.
yes. I was about to
Um,
get into that. Yeah.
what do you have to say to those people? And I mean, like,
Well, I agree
people were really
100%.
upset.
I thought that Disco and Evangelist would have made the perfect balance for this roster because, you know, when you take all 9 of these names into account, I think there's a bit more party than discipline with this snit. I thought Disco and Evangelist, when it was all said and done, those two would have been the most effective people. And I know Los Venturas players hate Disco, but, and I've got some issue with him a little bit because back in the past, Disco was a bit of a flathead, but that's probably on Backfire's part though. But the fact that all of these Los Venturas players are scared of Disco is good. It's good that they're scared of Disco because if they get in the line, he's gonna kick their ass. Okay? That's the thing. And he's got what I'm looking for, the high cheat knowledge and all this snit. So it's complete blasphemy that Disco is an enemy right now. And it's also, I agree with everyone in that topic who was like, it's too bad Evangelist didn't get admin, because I completely agree, and I can't even think what
I mean,
Evangelist would think when reading all of that, because it's 100% true. Evangelist, first of all, just if you've ever seen his daily encounter videos, okay, this guy gets run into,
everything.
but first of all, he gets run into by cheaters all the time. He knows who the cheaters are. He knows what the cheats are. So there's no logic in the world why Evangelist isn't an admin. It's complete
I agree with that,
blasphemy and snittery that we're going on with here. And this is the thing. Like, I think, this has been an ongoing thing, but as time has gone on, we just are not comfortable with adding admins who have more aggressive playstyles.
Well,
We just want
Eric
to add
is
the
here. I mean,
well.
you know,
What? There have been some exceptions, yes, but you know,
I actually,
yeah.
like, honest to God, I felt so sad for Evangelist, especially because I don't know if it's just coincidence or not, but like just a few days before the promotion, he uploaded this really, really awesome video about like pretty much recap of the half year on the CNR, and you can just see from the video like the guy really has experience in the game. He can do everything. He can be hitman. He can be like he can do rustler. He can be a cop. He can like pretty much everything, you know. And you can see that he has invested super a lot of time in the game, and that just he's really knowledgeable and he has experience. And you talked earlier about like you want to see new aggressive admins being added next, right? He's one of them. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
100% GG forever said go back to SF. Fuck you, middle finger. But I can't say your name. But yeah, exactly. There's just the stigma. Oh, he sometimes he DMs. Oh, he kills a lot of people. But listen, those are the people that get into the nitty gritty. They experience those cheats right away. Now, obviously, there are a lot of players on the server that fight. The things that happen randomly on the server, right? Where two people are fighting, two Borats are fighting. They both die. They may die at the same time. They both kill each other. And then 1 second after they die, they both scream aimbot. Now, sometimes they're both wrong, but you know, a guy like Evangelist would know everything. Okay, and there's just been this past stigma of him, you know, being rubbing people the wrong way or whatever in this, but here's the thing, like,
Why didn't you say these stuff before the promotion? You could boost his channel. That guy really deserves it. To be honest, I'm one of those people who says this guy fucking deserves it.
Well, I just like I know that a lot of players that have been promoted for being nice people, you know, and that's okay, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm pretty sure that if you're evangelist, it must be kind of hard on you, you know, you think, oh, again, like nice people got promoted who like necessarily won't solve the the real issue that is there. Because nice admins, yeah, they're nice, you know, they do events, do they, I don't know, give objects to people, whatever, but still, like out of all those 9 people we gotten, there's not really like one name I can say that has super a lot of experience with like fighting and stuff apart from Christy, you know, and maybe Jane's DMing days.
I was about to joke on Christy Edge, but he's not in the channel. I was about to say, you know, I mean, Christy Edge did win Hitman of the Year, but that was because of Sam, so we're not really sure if that's actually, like, actual,
So, yeah, like, I think, like, going into those promotions, a lot of people were expecting, like, that Evangelist is pretty much set in stone and that there's gonna be, for sure, an admin that is gonna know how to deal with those. And it kind of feels like we didn't really get one. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on the you know, on the face, yes, it kind of does feel like we didn't get that. But you know, it's only been what, 5 days, I guess. I haven't really been on the same server as most of these guys since Saturday. So, you know, we'll see how the rookies do. And hopefully they're good. I'm sure they're gonna be good. You know, they're not gonna get demoted. I'm sure. There's no bust in this roster. You know, it just all depends on all that. But you know, after all that, we still didn't get a North American admin. GG. And
I mean, Disco probably would have.
Exactly, because I remember on Saturday or Sunday, right? We got to Knights, and there were no admins on. So, GG. Europeans have taken it over.
The funny thing is that we even talked about it before the promotions, but it seems that admins didn't really take that into account. Just before, I guess, the deadline of the votes or whatever when you had the voting on, I think we mentioned that we kind of like forgot about it as well the first time we talked about future promotions, but the second time we identified this problem. But like it didn't affect the vote in the end, I guess. I don't know. Feels like.
Yeah, you know, I guess that's how it went. No justice for the Western Hemisphere that is dead. I guess that's why we all went to play better games. Not me, obviously, but too bad. So again, GG. Good luck to these admins, and listen, if you're a new admin and I talked snit about you, all right, use that as motivation, okay? Because that's also the part about it. Okay, if I called you just a guy, which isn't an insult, but it's like, you know, nothing special, then use that as motivation, and you'll do quite good. So I guess off the top of my head, I guess I'll have to do the rookie admin guide here. So I'll say some breaking news here that I said that I don't think I've said to anybody besides a few people. I remember the first day I got admin. It was a New Year's Day of 2013, yeah. Playing San Fierro because that's the best city, obviously. And some guy was like, hey, some guy's cheating. So I look at him, and of course I've got superior. I think this was back in lag chat, right? So I've got superior cheat knowledge, you know what I mean? Because I used to be admin on mini missions, right? So I look at the guy. I somehow conclude that he's cheating, and I ban him, right? So he comes back and he's like, "Oh, I wasn't cheating. It was lag." Now I thought about it for a second, and I was probably not wrong, but there was a chance that I was wrong. I put it in my head and I was like, "Oh shit, I'm probably wrong, and I have no idea how to unban the guy." So I was like, "Hey, I'll tell Crazy Bob to unban you," but I didn't. But after a few days, he was back on the server somehow, so it all worked itself out. So, pretty much, again, as time goes on, you will get the intuition, because, Kesh gets mad at me because I punish people at times without looking at them, and she wants to, report me to Crazy Bob for that. But, but
you like me, so he wouldn't care.
But the thing is, pretty much you gotta be 100% sure, beyond a reasonable doubt, that a guy is cheating or a guy is rule breaking. If a guy comes at you with a screenshot and say, "Hey, admin, I got DM'd by this guy," and you give a screenshot, even if it's a DMer, it's probably best that you don't do it. You don't disable him, because at the end they'll just have a defense saying, "Oh, I wasn't DMing it, yeah, hit her, he looked at me wrong later." So then at the end you'll be like, "Oh shit, I may have made a mistake." You probably didn't, but you may have made a mistake. So of course, be 100% sure and all of that. The dues, though, if you see Hell or Jim LaRouche or P.O. or anybody like that, then just, ban on site, because he's a multi-accounter, obviously. Just make sure you zero him first, because I banned him and I didn't zero him, so that's a mistake right there. Yeah, and all of that. Also, if you see a multi-accounter, like, for example, Sales got banned the other day. If you, for example, right, Sales is unbanned. You see Sora Wallace on the server, right? Because that's his multi-account. You should disable that multi-account, but when he comes back on Sales, let him play. The goal is to have a multi-accounter play on their normal account, okay? Because if you end up banning that one too, or disabling that one too, they'll just end up making a new account and they'll probably register it, and it'll just, go backwards, So, I know the quote-unquote power will make you change, like Mr. Smiley has. But don't overexert yourself. You know what I mean?
See, the tip I was expecting here was, well, if you make a mistake, like you did, don't admit it. 'Cause admins are never wrong, you punish and deal with it as you see fit. So
that's a good thought. If you make a mistake, do you admit it this early? That's a great question. I mean, now if I were to make a mistake, right? Because I remember one time, Mr. Poopy Butthole, I banned him because Disco complained him for spawning fire or something, which I'm not quite sure how But basically, Mr. Poopy Butthole, right, was setting himself on fire from other blown up cars. He would enter other cars, set them on fire, and then repeat it. And I banned him for that for cheating, right? And somebody made a topic, and then Jayance pointed out that he was doing that, and I went out and I said I made a mistake. And I actually apologized in the CNR News, but I didn't get him unbanned because it's Mr. Poopy Butthole, so I didn't really be like, hey, higher up admin, can you please unban Mr. Poopy Butthole because he wasn't cheating, but he's a shitty player anyway, so why the fuck would I want to, back him? But, if you make a mistake, right, unless it's like a big flagrant mistake, like, banning somebody for Cop DM, you just don't take responsibility for that, because try to act like not that somebody else did it, but like make it unknown that whatever. Yeah, go ahead.
Today, someone was super mad. I don't know if it was at Snorkel or Messed Up Smiley because they were both online at the. But this guy, Kiro Sniper, right? He got super mad, yeah, super mad. Yeah, he got super mad that someone got punished for jacking other cop's car. You know, a cop jacked other cop's car, and he said, "That's not in the rules. You know, that's not in the rules. Like, you can do that. You can do that. You know, there's only two cheetahs. You can fight over it. You know, it's okay to jack another cop's car." So.
That's a funny.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it's a common knowledge that if you're a civilian, yes, you can jack a cop's car, but another cop cannot jack another cop's car. I don't know.
Not even civilian.
Yeah, well, if you're a civilian and you want to get warrant.
If you're a cop, you're not allowed to cop jack any car at all.
Yes, I'm not saying cop jacking civilian car. I'm saying civilian is allowed to.
Not only cop against cop, it's cop against civilian.
Cops in general cannot jack other people. That's it, bro. I don't know how you didn't know. They can't do it. They can't do it, bro. Get your own car. I don't know. Say what?
Yeah, that.
You're both saying the same thing.
Yeah, that. Jesus Christ. Where's my sound effect? But yeah.
I
Okay,
didn't
finish what you were saying.
I don't know what Mast said, and I would like to know.
He said that both of you were saying the same thing.
Yes,
much.
but obviously, you know, some people will just never get it, and they always think they're right, and you know, not every freaking rule has to be in /Pyros, but it's just common knowledge. I mean, man, you play long enough.
You know, common sense is not a thing that CNR players really have. Oh shit! I have my I've got my volume not zero. GG. I just looked at chat and I saw Maka, Wisconsin arrested 2 people, and I was like, oh shit, she's arresting people by herself. And to come to see, she's in the PD. So disappointment there.
Oh, and I also wanted to add on top of that, right? This same guy, Kira Sniper, later goes and complains to Stepa why he's not answering complaints, you know?
Oh.
And I say to him, well, Stepa's not an admin, you know? And he's like, shut up, Cash, you can't use common sense.
Oh,
and this guy who thought that Stepa is an admin, you know? Like, seriously, kill me, please, shoot me.
Gee, that's #1 common sense about that. Speaking of common sense, I think I did want to say another tip, but oh yeah, here's the tip. So listen, like after a while, right now, here's how I do punishments. All right, and I know Overseer was in here a few weeks ago saying that you know, punishments should be lighter and all that, and you know, that I threw that around my brain a little bit, but it's still trying to process. But how I do punishments, you feel me, is
you don't look at them.
I don't look no, but if it's now, here's the thing. Now for newer players, okay, if they do something bad, obviously, you know, they got a slap on the wrist. You know, even if they ninja jack you, you know what I mean. If you can prove that the player is new, you know, just don't get mad. Just, you know, give him a slap on the wrist and all this. But if you find yourself after a while, you notice that a player is getting punished over and over and over again over the course of weeks or months, you know, then pretty much every subsequent punishment should be pretty harsh. You know what I mean? Like, for example, you look at Colgate on the server right now. He's a serial DMer. So, if you yourself notice it after a while, then you know, you should bring the gauntlet down and all this. Also, for, you know, there was a thing a few years ago or recently that you know, people seem to value money more than disables. So maybe instead of disabling, fighting may be a bit more impactful because, you know, of course, you gotta have the money to pay to buy the guns to DM. So if you take away some of the money, it may be a deterrent a little bit. And also, like I said before, like for cheaters, like or evaders or multi-accounters like PO or Hell or Bull and Swee, who got banned for cheating. You try to zero him first before you ban him. You see, a crazy driver here is trying to ask a question here. He had asked me about if Evangelist was Baus, and I answered that already. So ask again, crazy driver. But yeah, those are the admin tips. All right, and I guess before we go back into admin snits, let me just get on Kesh for a little bit here, because she made a topic, right, which has been taken out of context a lot. But what I want to get into it on is that she tried to post a video that proved that is dead, by the way.
This killed me again. Seriously, like yesterday or whatever, C and I don't know who else were doing some platforms in here. And man, that guy's so bad. He killed me 3 times in the process. Like,
Oh, he does that when he's always just drunk.
no. No, don't give me money.
Okay, wait a minute. I got Crazy Driver's question. So he asked me, Shitcocks. He asked me, what do I think of the experience of the 9 admins compared to Evangelist? Well, Evangelist and Disco would have better, SAMP experience than who was promoted. That's just my opinion. Crazy Driver. So, see, I was under the pretense that those 2 were going to be admin. So, if all 11 of those guys got admin, we would have had a balance of cheat knowledge and party and other balanced snit. So I wouldn't come here complaining about anybody. But the fact that those 2, especially Evangelist, obviously didn't get admin, then that's why I'm a bit weary. And Lucas just asked me, how did I react when Lucas or John didn't get promoted to admin? Well, I think Crazy Bob has this thing, right, where if you get admin, then, fuck it up. That's your only chance, and you're never gonna get it again. So here's the thing, like, I don't think I would endorse any demoted admin to get re-added. So yeah, that's the dead is dead. And for Lucas being admin, yeah. I need the sound effect for that, man.
I don't want to see 6ix9ine relics on the announcement text, whatever.
Yeah, Takashi memes.
When John left, he left a lot of the space empty,
Next D. Alright, so let me go back to getting on Kesh for a bit here. So Kesh, right, she's trying in her topic, which was taken way out of the context, to, and this was the only part that was not taken out of context, is Kesh pretty much is trying to say that Steppa69, shout out to that guy, I'm sure he's listening right now, that Steppa69 is a better driver than I am. Well, first of all, let me just, for those people that watched her clip of Steppa69 nearly falling in the water with an Infernus, he somehow stuck glue under his car to stay on the side of some fucking railing and then backing back up into the airport. Now, here's the thing. Here are a few reasons why I am a better driver than Steppa69. And I'm gonna also debunk all of the fags who say that I am not the best driver. First of all, if I were in Steppa's position, there would be no way in the first place that I would have put myself in that position to nearly get destroyed into the water, first of all. Second of all, driving is not all about these, these niche-y, weird snits that people can do, like fucking stay on the side of walls and snit. Why the fuck would I want to do that, for second of all? Okay. Yeah, but also I wanted to get on some other people. So Calcon, right? So Calcon, one of these years, right? He won Driver of the Year for race challenges. You know what I mean? Now, here's my problem with how driving skill does not correlate to race challenges. Number one, when you're doing a slash challenge, there is nobody in the road. First of all, okay? So, anybody, even Captain John's goldfish, can properly drive on roads that have no people on them. Okay? That's number one. Number two, a few days ago, I saw Cal Khan say that, and I'm probably mistaking this quote incorrectly, but he was given an Infernus in Las Venturas, right? And what he did with that car was to do a race challenge to get number one on that race challenge. Now, listen, is it fair for a guy that has won Driver of the Year, first of all, to get number one on a race challenge with a car that does not spawn in the city? So, for example, if I'm Joe Blow, okay, and I'm a pretty good driver too, if I want to get number one on every race challenge, I look at that particular race challenge and I see Cal Khan's name in number one with an Infernus. How am I going to beat that? How am I going to beat that?
Well, Sean, I was saying exactly the same thing about the admins, right? For being the cop of the day all the time back when GFTW was around. Because any normal cop that has ruined his car during the day at the duty or whatever doing his duty, you would flip the car, you would literally need to hop on your feet from Tierra or Bada to the first airport, take a plane or whatever to PD, get a new car, which would probably not always be a Cheetah or a Bullet, you know?
Oh, God.
And of course, you're not always, you're not gonna be always equipped with best chances to be a cop of the day. So, cops and admins, especially, like, constantly repairing their car, it's also not fair to other cops, you know? So, yeah, those are just things that are, like, kind of a bit unfair in the game.
Well, yes, that's true. But I think it is different. Now listen. Sure, an admin can fix their car after every arrest, which I did, by the way. I used to do that. I remember one time Chivo was like, Rashawn, stop fixing your car after every arrest, okay? And
That's not fair.
No, but hold on, I don't do that anymore. First, I know that it's not fair, and I don't do that anymore, okay? It's number one. I only fix my car when I'm a cop, when a cocksucker like Tony Stolion 20 minutes ago was like trying to play around with me, right? Trying to cut me off from the fucking road. I'm trying to get to my hotel room. But listen, I'm pretty sure race challenges do not get reset. Okay? And, some crazy driver says something about, well, if an admin spawns the vehicle, it's okay. But listen, okay? Like I said, Joe Blow, first of all, ain't gonna ask an admin to spawn him an Infernus. Okay?
What if he says to admin, yo, listen, bro, I'm Joe Blow.
No, but still, like, the cop thing is different. Because, first of all, what admin besides Sigma 1 has gotten Cop of the Year? Okay, first of all. And Sigma 1 got Cop of the Year because it's a meme, because of the all blue thing. Because I've wanted to get Cop of the Year before, but no one votes for me, so feels bad, man. But, that's the thing. So with Cal Khan, listen, Cal Khan's a cool guy, you know what I mean? But when we're talking about being a best driver, when to justify that is to do race challenges with nobody in the road. You got me, bro. I don't understand that.
Okay, so I will flip the question, actually. Why do you think you are the best driver on CNR then?
Well, here's the thing. Now,
Spill the beans.
before I get to that, so I remember before I joined Harry Thompson's Discord, right? I saw Blister. It was during the CNR Awards. Blister was like, I don't see how Rashawn is getting all these votes for best driver. You see him doing Rate My Chase. He crashes into a lot of poles and stuff. Well, Blister, first of all, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've watched every summary, okay? And I'm pretty sure in every clip that you've used a car, you've used a cheetah. And as far as I know, the cheetah is like the easiest cop vehicle or, sports car to drive, first of all. Yes. So if you see maybe, but if you see me on a Rate My Chase, I'm using different vehicles. I'm using a cheetah sometimes, a banshee, a bullet on LB, and in Furnace. Here's the thing, and Calcon, right? Calcon was like, "Oh, the banshee sucks." He just like DSP said, "I died because the game sucks." Well, listen, how can the best driver come out here and say the banshee sucks? First of all, now I know Calcon's into hot ring racers, which are understeer and the banshee's oversteer, but listen, you can't be the best driver and tell me that the banshee sucks, okay? And I don't understand all these gays that come around and say, "Oh, the banshee sucks, it's too hard to drive," and all this gayery. Now listen, let me give you tips on how to drive a banshee. Somebody in exchange can tell me how to drive the hot ring racer, because I can't drive the hot ring racer, quite honestly. And I'll get to crazy driver in a bit. But listen, for the banshee, you have to use that oversteer to your advantage, alright? I'm pretty sure the other wait, Kesh, what car did I arrest you with? It was a banshee, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Why do you think I would remember this as good as you remember it? Oh man, you probably have it like framed on your wall or something.
It is. It's on my fridge for sure. But you gotta use the banshee's oversteer to your advantage. All right. You might say, "Oh, the banshee fishtails all the time." Well, listen. Whenever you turn corners, just take a light tap. All right. A light. Oh shit! I just stopped the music. Do a light tap on your handbrake, because if you drive and don't use the handbrake, then there's something wrong with you, first of all. Okay, you can use the regular brake with a banshee, but the handbrake is much more responsive. All right.
The car I would like to see you do Rate My Chase in is LG. I've never seen you use that though.
Well, the LG, the thing about the LG, it's not fast enough, and
Sure.
it's too much risk, because if I spin out, it's so unforgiving that it takes a whole lot of time to get back on track.
I hate LG.
Rear axle or like that. Or
LG is like the car that does not like grass at all, and
Exactly.
that's terrible.
Exactly.
It's just terrible. Like anywhere outside of.
you want the worst car? It's Super GT.
Well,
Well, no, I kind of like it. Super.
it's not
GT,
fast
yeah.
enough though. That's the thing.
No.
The slowest car I'd use for Rate My Chase is a Comet. That's the slowest thing I
Yo,
use.
Rashawn. There was a dude last time that was giving a really, really hard time to Snoopik and Typhoid Mary, because they didn't know exact radius of the range in which the cop driver can arrest,
I don't know either.
So, I will give you a super hard time now, and I will call you useless unless you know the answer to this question is, does Super GT take, not Super GT, like Turismo, does it take the damage faster than other cars?
The Turismo,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is less durable. Yeah.
Yeah, because like it feels like if you hit pole with Cheetah, not much happens, but like with Turismo, it's like pretty soon it's over.
Yeah, the
So
Turismo,
can you-
it's.
Can you give me an exact number, please?
You mean the exact radius of arrest range? You're saying?
Nah, like one pole damage. Like
I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea how much.
useless. Useless. Evans, you know nothing of this game. How? You're
Now-
fucking useless. Like
That
that's how that guy was though.
that would be a good idea for a video, because if you know, like, for example, if you watch, like, if you're trying to get a new PC, right? If you watch those benchmark videos of how much FPS you're gonna get into a game, right?
Yes.
Somebody could do that for cars in CNR. They could just
Yeah, it's also
Yeah.
like in CS:GO, for example, right? You have how much damage does like headshots, torso shot, whatever. Like in Rust, you have, for example, how much damage certain weapon does to certain wall and stuff. And in CNR, we don't have video like that.
Wow, I
So
might actually do that. No one steal my idea. That was my idea. Holy
you
shit.
know what? Like Evangelist was asking me why I don't do my own videos, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking, what is there actually to do like on CNR in terms of videos? Because you are doing CNR news, we are doing like this Punkery show, we are doing the interviews. For example, Snit, he did the objects you can earn with doing the missions. So what is there really left for me to do, And
Yeah,
even this great idea I had, I had this great idea about like damage on the cars you took it.
that was your idea? Huh? I thought that was my idea.
Yeah, what's up, Ali? You wanted to say something?
Yourself, you don't have to follow everyone's. You don't have to do that. Just be yourself.
I got just PM. I got PM'd ASMR video. Okay, I will play the CNR and I will do ASMR video. ASMR.
ASMR CNR. Well,
I will be the first dog in the history of the mankind to do the ASMR.
oh no.
Shout out to Poopy Bubba.
GG. But if Cal Khan is listening, I'll teach you how to drive the Banshee, and you teach me how to drive the Hot Ring Racer, because I can't drive the Hot Ring Racer. It's too stiff, man. The understeer is just so bad. I just can't do it. So let's not hate. Even though I've talked a lot about Cal Khan today, let's share ideas. You know what I mean? Let's
You know
share
what
ideas.
would Lucas say to this? Stiffy? Too stiffy? What?
The fucking Takashi, the blicky stiffy gay. The faggot. Anyone who listens to Takashi 69, you are a fag. But yeah, there you go. Those are all the. Oh yeah. Cash asked me what are the reasons why I'm the best driver. Well, listen, when you talk about driving, all right, and driving skill, it's not only about being able to hold the road. Like, for example, if I'm playing cop or doing snit like this, if I am out of pursuit and I hit 10 poles, that says nothing about how well I can drive, okay? Because I hit poles all the time. So I was waiting for some. Exactly, I was waiting for somebody to say that. But yeah, I hit poles all the time. But when it's come time to chase a warrant, to destroy a warrant, you've got to make sure that you turbo that driving skill. Make sure you don't hit any poles when it counts. You know what I mean? Same thing with Raid My Chase. I gotta make sure that when I'm trying to chase a chase, that I evade all the cars and not hit any poles, which I've gotten bad at lately.
This just reminded me of something. You remember, Sean, when I told you to reverse something off?
Oh
And
yeah,
I
that was a
said,
bad
okay, delete
advice.
that.
Yeah. Bad advice. Yep. Yeah, during Rate My Chase, Kesh tried to have me, like, there was on Missionary Hill, there's like a very high slope. So, you know how sometimes it's better to reverse than to go
But in
forward?
fairness, it is.
Yeah. So Kesh was like, hey, Rashawn, so you can't go up the hill going front side, so why not reverse? So I tried to reverse, and we just went in the water. So, yeah, that's just great advice there by Kesh. But lucky for you, that's not going to be Rate My Chase, because San Fierro cops are fucked.
I'm always full of good advices. So.
About 25% of the time. So, being a good driver is, when it counts, you gotta hold the road, you gotta get some lag pits going, you gotta, handle yourself while you're drive-bying, and all this snits, yeah, and basically,
Oh yeah, sorry. Continue. I'll ask you later.
and basically you've got to preserve your car, make sure your car does not blow up. And that's basically what a good driver is, Sure, stunts may be a part of it, come out, do some excellent stunts, stick the landing, make sure your car stays how it is. I'm not really I'm pretty conservative when it comes to driving in snits. I don't like doing stunts and all that, but all of that is part of being a driver, and I'm very credible in this because I am the 3-time best driver on Snubs.
I just think you're fishing for the votes on the next CNR awards.
Listen, the year Calcon won Best Driver, he was fishing for votes as well because he put videos on the forum of his his race challenge escapades. All right, so if he can do it, I can do it. I'm not gonna say, hey, vote Rashawn for Best Driver. I'm not gonna do that because I don't like to sway people. But I'm just saying, from a guy who has won the thing 3 times, okay, and even when I played Cop last week and I hadn't played Cop for quite a while, and I was getting these awesome arrests, I was like, yep, still got it. Right. Crazy Driver said something. I forgot what he said. He said it 5 minutes ago. So can you?
Yes, I like. Speaking of Crazy Drivers, seriously, dude, like, why no one understands my fucking forum post, bro? Like, people are so tense and serious, and then they call me serious. Like, that whole fucking thread was not serious at all. I don't know how that's hard to notice. But yeah, what I was gonna ask you is, out of those promotions, that happened, did you take like any certain new admin under your wing? Like, he's a newbie and you're his teacher. You have like one-on-one sessions and things happen with,
Well, I'm pretty sure that since ever I got admin and new people were made admin, I'm pretty sure I've never had a admin apprentice. I've never had that, no. Because, Backfire could have been one, but he was already admin ready. You know how, like, for example, this is a sports analogy, so no one's going to get this, but you know how, like, for example, you play college sports, right? And you're very good. You're very good, but then you get to the pros. And there are some people who need some development, and there are other people who are ready for it right away. Like Backfire was ready from the get-go. So I've never had an apprentice before, no. And I don't think any of these guys are going to be. But like I said, if your fag's got questions or whatever, then you can ask or whatever. That's.
I know, cause like the very first day or like the second day, right, when the promotions happened, I saw actually a lot of old admins come back as well. So I was like always thinking, like, does it happen in that way that each old admin is given one newbie? Hey, he belongs to you now. You need to teach him stuff. Because
to be honest, I've seen them join in, but most they do is mess with their favorite admin. Yeah, that's what they do. They come back for their favorite admin to mess with them and stuff, which is fun.
Oh, nice.
It is fun, yes.
So that would be pretty cool, though.
Alright, let's take a break here. I'll get into Crazy Driver's question at the end about the best pursuit vehicle, but we're right back. This is the Punkery. Who to get are you? Alright, welcome back to the Punkery show. Wait a minute. Hey, can a rookie, please advertise the radio on the server, please? Please, thank you. Okay. Also, Crazy Driver just asked, who is Rick Ross. Do I have the white guy sound here? Yep, there we go. There we go. So, Crazy Driver also asked, what is the best vehicle, or something like that, to chase warrants with? Well, what's the best? The Infernus is the best, but you've got to know how to drive it, obviously. Excuse me? Were you talking
False.
snit? What do you mean false?
It's not balanced enough to go off road. It's bad.
You
Once
need a good
like
off-road driver then. That's your fault. Bad off-road, so that means you're bad on off-road.
Wait, so
No, I would say that even Banshee is better off road than Infernus.
Let me tell you a secret. Have off-road tires on it, and you'll be good.
yeah, off-road tires, yeah, right. Well, you know, I don't like going out of city for chases, so you know, that's part of it. But
Wow! I've been trying to prove my point like for 2 months now that SF cops are fucking lazy bastards, and now we have him here admitting.
Okay.
You know what, Rashawn? I will admit this. So in past 2 weeks, I was going on unregs a lot, and I did try to be objective, and I went on all 3 of cities. So pretty much what I done is went to prison, escaped, stole the car in PD, drove a few circles around PD, and then tried to drive towards City Hall as soon as possible and tried to do a few circles there. And the results are like that. In SF, no one gave a shit. I even came around City Hall, I was spinning around there, people were jumping on C's car. C had like a taxi or something. No one gave a shit. I don't like joke you. I went like up to Battery Point, like City Hall, did a few circles around the square there. And went to Ocean Flats and back. No one gave snit, like bro, no one chased me, no one. Then I went like on Las Venturas and nothing happened again. Unless I would go in front of City Hall, then I would get spammed down because there's cops camping there. The LS was the only city where cops chased me straight away from the PD, and when I got like to City Hall, I was already dead. So here you have it. Fucking research done. Not just saying bullshit about your favorite cities.
okay,
So, yeah.
first of
you
all,
admitted it. Like, you know, we recorded Rate My Chases, right? Remember what happened to that guy in Angel Pine? Like,
Yeah?
everyone just left him behind. Like, they were like, no, he's at Angel Pine. Fuck this dude. We're going back to the city. Like, there's no point chasing this guy towards the Flint County. I just want to go home, mama. Back to my city. Like, seriously. So, yep.
Well, you know, you or we, in both times, just, I guess, picked the wrong time to play. That's just how it is, because whenever I play Cop on San Fierro, I can't seem to get any arrests, you know? Yeah, in Los Santos, it's easy peasy lemon squeezy. You get arrested like nothing. LB, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Get arrested like nothing. But in San Fierro, I mean, I've got some pretty high difficulty.
Fierro, easy peasy. To be honest, that's what we did so far.
You know, part of it may be that there are a lot of cops in San Fierro a lot of times, but so they take all the arrests before I do. But you know, I don't have anything to say about that, Cash. Besides, it was probably the wrong time.
It wasn't. I recorded the Rate My Chase with you now a lot of times on SF, and we always had to give up because there was only one guy chasing a max the warrant, and it just wasn't interesting because there's no competition between. So you are false. You just don't want to admit it to yourself. I don't know. That's sad. You need to
admit to what?
That it's just not good city to do Rate My Chases because cops suck.
Oh no, listen. I have been clear that Las Venturas is the best city to do Rate My Chases in. Okay? With San Fierro, there's just too much of a probability of error, because it can get tough to chase people when they're going around weird places and snits. And since Las Venturas is flat like a white girl's ass, it's it's pretty easy to keep up usually. You know what I mean? So
Yo,
yeah,
Sean,
huh?
if you want a white girl that doesn't have flat ass, you need to date Soros.
Oh my God.
Cause like Metal Face has been saying that Soros has gotten curvy, so yeah.
Well, I mean, what can I say to that? What can I say? What can I say? I was going to have a reaction to that, but it wouldn't have been appropriate. So I'm okay. Well, okay. So if I was really trying to go for thrust, right, then I would have gone against my my values, right, and not given her co-donkey today, and I would have submitted whenever she made fun of me for playing Danganronpa. So I'm not gonna do that. White girls and plumpy asses are just not worth it if I have to, give away too much of myself. So yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah, Crazy Driver. Pretty much, if you can master the Infernus, it is the best car to chase warrants in. Just look at Subtact. If you play and you see Subtact play, Subtact is I voted him best driver last year because that guy, like, if you see Subtact driving in the Furnace, man, he is amazing. Holy snit, he is amazing. Like, he'll drive 140 miles per hour. I don't know what that is in Borat, but but he will go full speed and he'll control the car like nothing, man. And even when he makes a mistake, like, he is perfect. I mean, shit. And I'm like, damn, bro, I have to figure this out.
So good. So you're pretty much saying he's better driver than you? Did you?
He's better than me with an Infernus, but I've never seen him drive a Banshee. But here's the thing: if you can drive an Infernus, you can drive anything. So if you can drive an Infernus, you can drive a Banshee, you can drive a Buffalo, drive a Cheater, or whatever. Fucking Vanagos. Vanagos just said, "What are my feelings on the HPV?" Since I was a former bike cop. In fact, let me just unmute you faggots now, I guess, and Since we're like in the final 20%, might as well unmute Lucas too and his Takashi bullshit. But the HPV, right now, I'll tell you one thing. I have the world record for speed in HPV. I'm pretty sure once in Ocean Docks I drove 133 miles per hour or something like that in Christie Edge 2 in HPV. So I hold the world record. I was the best HPV cop in the history of the server, but...
Why do you hate them so much now? You despise people that use HPV.
That's because...
I don't know what started, and they all follow the same guy and said the same thing.
That's because...
They get in the way. They always get in the way, it seems like. I don't know. Like, they're... Like, they are... trying to be fast, but they're not fast enough, and they just get in the way. They don't realize it's just better to give other cops space. I feel like.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the problem, because they don't give other cops space, and sometimes they get in the way. Also, Leo, that's the Windows 10 sounds. I can't stop him, bro. Actually, I can, but I just stopped him.
Yeah, you can.
But what was I saying?
Go to your...
Okay, I did. I'm sorry, I did it. I lied. But yeah. So yeah, the Infernus is the best. But you guys gotta try the Banshee, man. Like,
what's your favorite car in the game, though? Besides Banshee, I mean, okay, let's say aesthetically nicest car.
HPV.
Aesthetically nice. I don't know. Besides the Banshee, shitcocks. I guess the Comet. Yeah, I mean it's the Comet is small. It looks like it has 2 eyes at the front. It's convertible, so yeah, I guess the Comet would be besides the Banshee aesthetically. Because here's the thing with the Banshee, right? Like the Banshee is synonymous to a well-rounded woman. Okay, so remember when remember Kesh when I destroyed you in East Beach? You were trying you were trying to drive by me past the Banshee, right? But I noticed I wasn't taking damage, so I was like, damn, you know.
Because all the fucking bullets ricocheted off that fucking massive ass.
Yep, the Banshee, like, it absorbed all the bullets with its ass, the curvy ass of the Banshee, so, you know what I mean? That's the thing. That's
And
what
that's
it is.
why no one has no love for Turismo, which is one of the best.
Because it takes damage too quickly.
I mean,
Damage.
and be a good driver that you don't take bullets. Banshee is the same, I guess. Is it not?
It just takes less damage, it seems, when it hits the pole. I don't know. The only problem I have with Turismo is that
That
you
would
don't
be
even.
Of course, you wouldn't go for Turismo if you're a bad driver. You would go for streets.
Stop saying that. You know what's the funniest shit? Like Rashawn commenting about my driving skills, like outside the game as well. You know, the fucking guy is American. He like doesn't even know how to change. Like Americans should be banned, from commenting on others people's driving. You know, like there are useless people that invented automatic cars because they are lazy, you know? They need to have one hand on the fucking popcorn or on the fucking Coke, like soda can or something. I don't know, you know? They can't change gears, bro.
That's true.
So, yeah. Refrain. I'm actually a pretty good driver in your life. So.
Oh, you're not.
I can't say anything. I can't say anything about that, because...
Yo, Rashawn, if you ever need, like, one-on-one, like, how to change gears, press clutch, and I can do it, bro.
Yeah.
Automatic cars are the best, though.
Yeah, they are the best, see? Automatic
I
cars are the
wouldn't
best.
I wouldn't get back to a normal gearing car.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Normal automatic cars, they're the best, man. So, you know, why go manual when you have automatic? So.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, you're just making your life harder for no reason.
Exactly.
Hard.
And I'm European.
Shove chocolates down your throat. Why not?
If you want an automatic car, just go play PlayStation.
I don't like. You know, the European guys would even say, I don't want to have automatic because it doesn't make me feel manly.
Oh, come on, bullshit.
So, what we can conclude from this is that American guys are eunuchs. That's all it is, really.
Wait, what does that mean?
She means eunuchs. Eunuchs?
Eunuchs?
What does that mean?
Okay, I'm bad at
It means
pronunciation.
people without balls.
The guys
bullshit. First of all, if you say anything and you say it doesn't make you feel like a man, okay, the automatic guy is gonna be like, well, I don't give a shit. I have automatic. I have cojones. What does it fucking matter? So.
Well, you know, some guys think that doing certain things to grow in the other parts, it also makes them unmanly and gay, you know, so I don't know.
That's just a self-security issue. Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
If you're a
self-security issue.
petrolhead and you use automatic, yeah, that automatically makes you.
If you're a manual guy and you say so and so makes me feel less manly, then that by saying that you're less manly because you have that insignificant insecurity. GG, take that.
Sure.
Right back at you, fag.
I agree.
Get him
with
out of
you,
here.
Sean.
Get him out of here. There you go.
Get your ass banned.
Get that ass
But
banned.
then again, like Rashawn doesn't even know what car he's driving, nor he knows what size of his feet are. You know,
Listen, alright, I drive a 2002 Toyota Camry, okay, and my feet, I have size 12 feet, America, alright, so I know.
America,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Exactly.
What you gonna do when we come for? No,
If you want to convert that to Europe, then or UK, you can do that, but you know,
Well,
get
if
that
you
ass
convert this to Europe size, then you get pretty much the size is called clown shoe.
banned. Bullshit.
Why are you driving a Japanese car though?
Wait, what Toyota did you drive, Rashawn?
Toyota Camry. Toyota Camry. Listen, y'all talk about Japanese cars, German cars, American cars. I don't give a snip. I don't know what that means, okay?
Dude,
Japanese cars
first of all, when you want to talk shit about Japanese and German car, educate yourself first, then fucking insult them.
Exactly. I have no idea what this means, so I'm not gonna talk today. I mean, as long as it has 4 wheels and it drives, like, I don't really use
That's
it.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
I agree with Rashawn,
Yeah, that's
actually.
correct. That's why I imported your car from USA, you ballin'. Right? Because it has 4 wheels and it
Whoa.
drives from A to B.
What is this?
Nice one, Cyber. Nice one. If you wouldn't care about the car, you wouldn't import it from US.
Also, I just saw Step of 69 do a very sick arrest on Tumudge's multi-account. GG.
He is the best cop. I'm telling you, he's the best cop.
Okay, now we're not gonna get. First of all, Step of 69 is not a better cop than I am. Absolutely not. We're not. Listen.
He is.
First, you're gonna say. First, you're
He's
gonna
amazing
say.
at like this.
Well, listen. You
The
know.
only thing you could be better at than Stepa is white knighting, but
Bullshit. Okay, first of all.
Why
That has
the guy
nothing
who
to do.
never showed his voice and never spoke with anybody? Okay. Never know if the guy is a girl, boy.
what with Stepa?
Yeah.
He is the guy. I talk with him.
Drop one of clues bombs
Why
for
the hell he
Cyber.
never talks to nobody?
Drop one of clues bombs.
Yo, talks to me, bro.
Drop one of clues bombs.
Okay.
That's all I can say.
That's a fake white knight. It's a guy who is pedo.
But that.
What can I say? I am special in some ways. Like Stepa talking to me certainly proves that.
Special snowflake. Yes, 100%. Yeah. Special snowflake. I think that's what you were trying to go for. But
Snowflake.
yeah. But I'm not gonna get best cop because no one ever goes me for it. So, as Temujin said in chat, I am a jealous new Batman.
I can get you to become the best cop.
Ali is
Oh my god.
in another universe.
How's that, Christy Edge?
You know.
Join Sam.
Yeah.
Same way you provide keybinds for people.
Yeah, also that.
Oh my god. XD.
Were you even around when that thing happened?
XD. Well, that's great. What was I gonna say? I have no idea.
I don't know.
I have no
I
idea.
don't know. either.
Something about automatic car.
That wasn't about that. How long have we been on now? How long have we been on now?
And like before we end,
1.5 hours.
Probably an hour or so.
so the freaking timeline for the freaking timeline for RPB, I think it's about to run out. So submit your pictures, bros and sisters.
Yeah, exactly. Submit your picture to Rest Feel. I still have to take a picture with ranch dressing in the background.
You should meet DSP and take picture with him.
I think I just
Yeah.
have one, Oshan.
Well, I'm not gonna use that one because it's but
You have pictures of Rashawn?
wow. Why? Anyway, so anyway,
Okay then.
yeah, no, I was gonna say no. If you've watched the CNR news with the wait a minute, no, that would give away. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna take a picture with ranch dressing, right? And Cyber, like I would go across the country to take a picture with DSP, but that probably wouldn't be very cost effective. You know what I mean?
Take you 8 hours. Actually, 5 hours to fly over Montana or Washington, whatever state he lived in.
Yeah, though here's the thing, like if I went to take a picture of DSP, I might as well take a picture with John, right? Like, he lives in Washington too.
Oh yeah,
so,
okay. Makes sense now.
That's the thing. He wouldn't be shown. It's only John in the picture.
You have to leave the camera at home then.
If you had to choose between one of them, who would you pick?
Between DSP and John?
Yeah.
I gotta take a picture with DSP, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean he's the icon, man. Like he's Twitch famous, man. You know, he is. Like,
Twitch
yes.
famous with 400 views. Okay.
he gets like 270 now, man. Like his views have been going down lately. But yeah, EG. Well, unless anyone else has something, I think I'm out of snit. Again, congratulations to all of those admins that were made admin, and
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Make sure you use my snit talk as a motivation to be the best admin you can be, and yeah, all that. So for all the fags here at the CNR Radio, this is Rashawn for Ali, Ghost, Mug, Lucas, who still can't talk somehow, Messed Up Fag, Overseer, Cyber, Kesh, and this is Rashawn. And
what's up, bitches?
Kind
He
of
waited
late.
for his moment long enough.
this was the Punkery Show. See ya next time.
Nigga Ziffy, oh, Blicky got the stiffy up.
Yay!
Hey, Luke.